Oh my God.
I'm just playing. Welcome back to another episode of Two Joes and a Pro. As always, you got your guys Kenny, Ryan, Brian, my boys. What's going on, man?
Where's your headset?
I don't have it because it's actually downstairs. I didn't want to touch anything downstairs. I just said I need to get the hell away.
Okay.
Is that a problem?
No, I just didn't know how you're going to hear.
Huh?
I didn't know how you were going to hear.
Huh? It's called a computer and volume.
Yeah. All right.
Well, hopefully it doesn't, hear it double echo.
We've done this before, bro. This is not our first radio. We've done this before. By the way, guys, for this is if you guys haven't tried it out, Ola Pop, but I'm drinking a Poppy. It's actually pretty good. It's supposed to have like apple cider vinegar. It's supposed to be a healthy soda for Ryan. I know you have a soda addiction, so try something better.
Or you can go with the doctor diet.
So you got a diet, right? But I got a Dr. Poppy. Okay. Anyway, let's get to the things that really matter. Sports. Nothing going on as far as college football goes, but NBA. It's kind of quiet on that front. The Dallas Mavericks handle business. The Boston Celtics have their hands. Huh?
Nothing's changed since last week, Kenny.
What?
They haven't played.
Oh my goodness!
You said what?
You need to get yourself a headset.
What are you talking about, Brian?
They haven't played any games.
I said I said NBA is on a pause. I said the finals is this week.
Oh.
What is wrong with both y'all?
I said the finals is this week. I said Boston's going to have their hands full. Mavericks are going to do their thing. The first game is going to be tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay. In Boston.
Yes.
Boston is favored.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Brian said he's sweeping.
I think there's going to be a sweep.
Sweeping. You said what?
I think it's going to be a sweep.
It's not going to be a sweep, bro.
I've upgraded my prediction from 6 to a sweep.
That's a homer.
Celtics sweep.
That's a homer in you.
No.
There's no way they sweep.
Now that Porzingis is back, it's over. They got too much floor spacing. Dallas ain't going to be able to stop them. Too many shooters on the floor. It's going to be ridiculous.
Okay. Well, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. So if you feel that way, then I will hope you feel that way about your team. But there's no way they're sweeping. There's no way they're sweeping. They can't. Like Boston cannot be consistent enough. That's the issue. So they're not sweeping, and Kyrie is not going to allow that shit, and definitely not Luka. Tripping. You think they're going to allow it? Never.
I mean, Boston's going to wear Luka out, make him play a little defense.
Well, get out of here, bro.
And he's already got bum leg, which we all know, which will be the excuse when they do sweep, and then people will be like, well, Luka wasn't 100%. So it's all built in. It's just, it's fine.
Bro, you're funny.
We're hanging banner 18 this year. That's all I know.
That's not happening. Did you hear what Jason Tatum said? He said he is feeling a little pressure, but he's cool. He's going to embrace it. Does that sound like somebody that's ready for the moment? Nah, bro.
No, he's just being real.
He's being real?
Yeah.
He's never been there before.
Yes, he has.
No. He's never been there before, like actually running a ring. So he doesn't. When you favor and guess what the odds is in your court, you're like, oh, that's kind of weird. I'm not used to that. But guess who is used to that?
Who?
Kyrie.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, that's all I have. I don't have really anything else.
You think Dallas wins? What are your predictions?
My prediction is that Dallas wins 4-2. I think they take the first two in Boston.
Oh, my God, Kenny, stop it.
Answer this question. What did Minnesota think?
I don't care. Minnesota's a young team. They weren't ready.
And you think what makes
Boston
you think
has
that Boston's
been
ready,
every
bro?
step of the way so far.
What makes you think Boston's ready?
What are you talking about?
Well, I'm
They've
asking
been
the question.
here before. They've been here. And they lost, so they learned from it, and now they're ready.
So that's not It's not true.
How's that
It's
not
because
true?
you've been, huh?
How's that not true?
Just because you've been somewhere before doesn't mean now you're ready for the moment. Just because you lost before, you could lose just again.
I know, but they got a much better team now.
Maybe they're just losers.
Yeah, like have you ever thought about that? They just fucking suck.
Who's your big man that you just got back?
Porzingis.
Well,
And that's going to
If you
even be
guys-
worse because they've been dealing with playing without him, and now he's coming in, and they got to figure out how to put him back in the flow. He's going to suck. He's going to be like
is he
Karl
on?
Anthony
Is he on the
Towns.
minutes? Is he on minutes?
Probably. He'll probably play about 20 minutes.
He's going to be like Karl Anthony Towns, though. He's an old Will.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I got, bro. It's kind of dry over here. I don't got really anything for my sports. College football is not
What's going
there
on?
yet. We're in the lull period.
Hey, who's gonna start for Texas? Ewers?
Yeah.
You don't go on the cover of NCAA and then beat his back up. That's not happening. He's definitely starting. But I do like I guess I could touch on some of those. The spring games, a couple of spring games that played. Archie Manning looked good. Or Arch Manning, sorry, he looked good. But that was what Sarkisian wanted to do, right? He wants to keep him around, make him feel like, hey, listen, bro, you next up. Let Ewers do his thing. You're next up, right? So he got a lot of fans are looking like, damn, he's really good. And I think him sitting, I actually applaud him, right? And I think I applaud Cooper for saying, hey, bro, just stick it out. Because a lot of quarterbacks that's top ranked, they've been transferring. Oh, I'm gone.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah,
it's
I'm not
so
getting what I
easy
want,
to
I'm
go
gone.
now.
Huh?
Because it's so easy now. You don't have to like sit out.
You don't have to
can
sit out a
just
year, bro.
Yeah.
I was talking to a friend of mine. They were talking about their son and how he was trying to transfer schools and things like that. And they felt some way because they said, man, he's not learning how to be resilient. I said, but you can't blame him because in high school, you can transfer schools now in the state of Florida, at least you can transfer schools. As long as you can get your kid there, you're good. It's no zoning anymore. As long as you get your kid to the school, you can go. Then you go to college. Guess what? I don't
Really?
have to sit out a year. Yeah.
Yeah, so school choices.
Yeah. So then you think about it from the college aspect of, hey, as long as I'm happy, I can just transfer all I want to. There's no penalty in my part. And with NIL, why would you not? Right? The NIL stuff is getting out of hand, bro. The college football is like the U.S. economy. It's getting out of hand.
They
It's just out
haven't
of
put
control.
any caps on it. They need to regulate it. They're not going to regulate it? Like
is
there
the U.S.
are
can pay off all his debt?
No.
Okay, they regulate that. No. When they open the floodgates, when they allow schools to start paying, that open the floodgates right there. When I saw them open, say schools can pay, and I didn't see like a cap on the amount that they can offer, I was, oh yeah, it's ugly. It's over. And then why does the NCAA care? Shoot, we just want the stadium filled. We want the publicity. That's all we care about. Get whoever you want to. It fits their narrative better if doggone Yale is wants to go deep one or something like right. So yeah, we'll see how it happens there. But the college football playoffs, everybody's looking excited about that. I know ESPN and CFPB, whatever you call it, CFP. Sorry, they did a long-term deal there, so that's going to be exciting. And I'm looking forward to the 12. The 12 seeding, right? So I think it's going to be funny how a lot of these Big Ten fans, a lot of these Big 12 fans that swear their team always gets jaded by the SEC. Now, guess what? You got to play, right? Now, before it's like, man, we could have won. We're better. Okay, we're gonna see now. And I
mean, the Big Ten just won the championship, Kenny. I just wanted to remind you of that.
Bro, that's the first time.
Okay.
When did the last time the Big Ten won the championship? That's the first time since like 2016. Get out of here.
I mean, Ohio State should have won the championship.
Listen.
But
In the last 25 years, the SEC has, I think they said they won 19 championships. So who gives a fuck about the Big Ten? 19 championships at 25, bro. That winning percentage is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be a bye week for the top 4 seeds.
Top 4 seeds. So top 4 seeds automatically goes to the semifinals, right? No, they go to the quarterfinals, I guess.
Quarterfinals, yeah.
Quarterfinals, and then you got to duke it out. So Michigan is not going to be there. Ohio State has a chance, and then we'll see what we'll see who comes out of the West. I think Oregon has a good shot because they have Dylan Gabriel. They got a lot of quarterbacks there. I don't think Washington's going to do much because I don't know if their coaching staff is as good as the last one. And then you can never really count USC out because their quarterback that did in the bowl game, he looked pretty good. He was throwing some yards, and I think they kind of revamped their defense. So we'll see there. But of course, James Franklin's going to finally get into the CFP, which everybody's always wants his head at doggone Penn State. He sucks. He can't get the big job. Now he's going to get in there. He's like, hey, guys, I'm here. And then they're going to get their ass kicked. So that'll happen.
Where'd he go now?
No, he's still at Penn State.
Oh, I thought the way he sounded, I thought he
no. But you know how they say like everybody at Penn State wants him to leave because it's like he never goes to the big game. But they have a good record. But I'm saying this way,
they can't beat Michigan and they can't beat Ohio State.
Yeah, but they're always going to be outside. They're always number 7, number 8. Now they're going to be the chance to go to CFP and like we're playing hard, blah 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 blah, and we're going to see. So we'll see those. We'll see a couple of those AAC teams. Cincinnati. No, Cincinnati's in Big 12 now, but like how Cincinnati was a couple years ago. Tulane. They'll get a chance to actually go into CFP and see if they can compete.
Now, question: do you think that you'll see a different style of coaching this year in terms of like they don't have to, like, if you lose one game, you're like out of, like you're not getting into the college football playoffs. Now it's like you could recover from a loss, from 2 losses.
But you could have did that. You could have recovered that from before, right? It was always built on the strength of your schedule, right? So like if you are a lower tier team, of course you kind of got to win out. But if you are in any of the big Power 5 conferences, you can have one loss and get in there. I think now it just makes the committee's job easier because I felt like last year was the first time in a while that the committee really had their hands full because everybody's like, do you get a one-loss Georgia team that's defending champions? You get them. Do you let Alabama come in? Do you let Florida State, that whole thing? Now that's all throughout the window. So this, and I was like, all right, everybody's gonna play. I think it's a disservice to the players, but at the same time, the players can't really complain now. It's because y'all getting paid. So, because you think about it, when you look at everything, I think they're going to be playing close to 17 games. So you're playing like NFL seasons before you get to the NFL. So I wonder how that's going to be when you look at the stats or the analytics down the road, how that has a longevity on players' careers in the NFL.
They're playing 16
to 17 games.
Yeah, but it's longer breaks towards the end. Like they do it week by week, but once you get to like the college football playoffs, like they take like a month hiatus, I feel like.
Yeah, but so the thing is they're starting on the 20th and it's going to be like rapid fire, boom, boom, boom. So yeah, you get the conference championships are normally like the first week of December, but you got 2 weeks now, right? Until you go. Normally, when you go into the college football playoffs, that's not until around around like New Year's?
Yeah, it's New Year's.
Around New Year's games, but now you got to play like 2 weeks earlier, so you don't get that same break like you would before. So that's if you don't make it to the top 4. The top 4 will get there. They'll still start around maybe closer to New Year's, probably around Christmas time. But yeah.
Dang, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, the schedule's right here. That's pretty crazy. So this year, the first round will be the 20th and the 21st of December. So like that's these kids like right before Christmas, right before the holidays. And then the quarterfinals is the 31st and the 1st. And then the semifinals is the 9th and 10th. And then the national championship is 20th.
Yeah, like that's a long postseason. That's the NFL playoffs. It's like a mini NFL playoffs. That's a long postseason.
I know. I love that. I mean, as a fan watching, like,
yeah,
and that's more. They love it because it's more revenue, it's more games, it's more high profile games.
People are watching. Before the argument could be, hey man, that's unfair for the players because what are they getting out of it? Their careers are getting hurt, blah blah blah. But now you got players making millions of dollars. It's like you can't say that no more. You're getting compensated, bro.
Yeah.
Some
And
of
just
them are
wait till
released.
this video game comes out.
Yeah.
Yo, I saw the money that they giving to the schools off that is funny to me. Did you see that, Brian, about the tiers?
No.
So it's depending on what your record was the last 10 years is a tiered system. 1, 2, 3. And based off of the tiers, or it's one or maybe 4, but it's 1, 2, 3, I know for sure. That's based off of that, you get the allotted amount automatically to your school. So
From
if you
the
like
video game?
for the video game,
Yeah,
because
here we go.
Go ahead.
Hold up. Tier 1 programs will receive a minimum guaranteed revenue distribution of $99,000, with $59,000 going to tier 2 teams, and tier 3 teams will get $39,000. Like,
that's the schools, but the players still got to get paid.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
So the players will get a check. The schools will do that part too. And then now the NCAA is making the schools back pay players that played from 2015. If you played from your last year was 2014 to the present, they back paying you. For like if you had for like NIL, image likeness, things like that, which is crazy. I don't think Timber gonna send me nothing, but whatever.
Wow. Meaning there's 13 teams that are going to be top tier. So it's Alabama, Ohio State, Clemson, Notre Dame, Oklahoma, Georgia, LSU, Michigan, Oregon State, Penn State, Utah, and Iowa. They get a point for every time that they finish within the AP top 25 poll.
Iowa shouldn't even be in there, but that's whatever. I get it, but like, let's be serious.
I mean, their defense was for real, at least.
Yeah, their defense was for real, but they fucking suck. Look, listen to the tier 2 teams. The tier 2 teams is like USC, Oregon. I forgot like some other teams. That's like what? I think LSU, Georgia too, right? Georgia's tier 2, right?
No, they should be tier 1.
No? Did I say Georgia? Yeah, they're at tier 1.
Oh, they're tier 1.
Tier 2 teams are like USC, Florida State, Gators, Cincinnati, Tennessee, TCU, Baylor, Michigan State, Arizona, Miami, Kentucky. I'm just trying to read teams that I know after that.
Yeah.
Texas, Wisconsin.
I don't understand how those teams don't go ahead of Iowa, but whatever. I'm biased, but that's all I got.
They got a lot of tight ends that go in the NFL.
You got anything on all the drama in the WNBA over the Caitlin Clark shove?
Oh man, I've been talking to people about this for the longest. So my thing is this: I kind of people kind of think I'm biased, because I'm a Caitlin Clark fan, but I'm not really a Caitlin Clark fan, right? Every time she played, I never betted with her. I betted against her every time, right? So that's how you know if you're a fan or not. Where your money at, right? So with that being said, what I don't like about it is I hate the way that the world is today, in the sense of everybody's trying to make it a racial issue, make it have racial tensions or ties behind it. And it's like, at the end of the day, Caitlin Clark has said nothing. She's just trying to play ball. And that's what she wants it to be. She says, hey, it's always about ball. And people are making it seem like, oh, it's a white versus black thing, right? And to the people that are going to, say from like the African American community or just different minority communities and say, hey, it's a lot of other women that put on for the game, but it's not until a white person balled out to get that same accolades. She was the all-time leading scorer.
Yeah.
She has the most views in college. The game, she had 14 million people watching the NCAA semifinals game, and then the same thing, or it's like 14 million for the finals game, 12 point something for the semifinals. That wasn't because the other team, that's because of her, because of how she was performing. And people like to rally behind winners, right? And she's literally carried the team her whole self. There's no offense to everybody else on the team, but there's nobody else on that team besides Caitlin, right?
I've seen some of the videos of her like passing it and then missing like straight wide open layups.
Wow.
Like,
yeah. when when that team gets more acclimated to the way that she plays, she is going to be a legit triple double threat every night because she can rebound really well for a guard. She passes great, and she usually makes a pretty good like smart move, like decision out there.
I think people just haven't adjusted to it.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of like my take on that, right? But overall, you can't hate on a person that gave you publicity, right? Like the reason why you got charter flights is because it's such a fan base around her. She can't walk through the damn airport, right? So like if I can't walk through the airport, guess what? I gotta get charter flights. So that's why you're not getting charter flights because of other players. You're getting charter flights because of Caitlin Clark. But you can't just say, "Oh, Indiana Fever, you have charter flights." You got to make sure it's equal for everybody. So I think in that sense, not you guys, but people should be more grateful for the sense of the things that the doors she's opening. I didn't say be grateful for Caitlin Clark. You don't got to praise her because you're still a competitor at the end of the day. But what I'm saying is that you got to be grateful for the door she's opened because guess what's coming around the corner? The WNBA is getting a new contract deal for a TV deal. And guess what that's going to do? That's going to generate more revenue and that's going to be able to put more money in your pockets to the same point that people say, hey, the WNBA players don't get paid enough. Guess what? These endorsement deals is going to get that, right? These TV deals with the NBA, NFL, they get all these big contracts extensions. It's because of that. Mm-hmm. So, like, I think people should, get off her back a little bit. I think they're like, yes, I understand being aggressive and being a competitor. I'm not saying that you can't do that, but it's kind of like borderline, like y'all trying to hurt the girl at this point. And people can be like, no, they just playing for it. They just want respect too. You can get respect besides fouling hard or letting somebody on the team bully her. And then even on that, you kind of be like, listen, dog, we just out here to play ball. Don't be in there like, I'm here too. I'm here. Like, we know y'all here. But guess what? People ain't coming to see you, dog.
Yeah.
People go to the game to watch LeBron. People ain't coming to the game to see doggone Jared Vanderbilt. Like, we're not doing that, bro. People come to see Steph Curry. People see the household names. That's what people come to do. So guess what? She's a household name right now. I understand she just came in the league, but guess what? That's the same thing. And when you have a young person that comes in the league, you got to rally around them. Ja Morant, Zion Williamson. When they came in the league, they got hella pub. Anthony Edwards, hella pub. Can you imagine that now? Like, you got Anthony Edwards and people like trying to foul him hard, run through him, throw him on the ground for what? Because people like me? Because I got a personality? I'm marketable? And so I think besides the racial piece, which I don't agree with, I think just the around WNBA as a whole, I think they just should just embrace it a little more and rock out. But I know I'm fucking long-winded, so yeah.
I think there is like some people are like you said making it about race, which it shouldn't be, and I don't think it is. It's just people are jealous that she's getting all the publicity, and so maybe are they being a little hard on her, some of the players? Sure, but guess what? She's also a rookie to a new league, and it's kind of like a welcome to the league type thing too. Like, was that one shot from that Kennedy Carter, I think her name is? Yeah, a little bit, because it wasn't in the play. It was on an out of bounds play. Like, if it was like a hard foul on a shot, I don't think anybody would have really cared.
No, I know. Like people would still care because certain tabloids and certain media is trying to like hype shit up more. Like they want it to be, they want the WNBA to be like fucking Love and Hip Hop. Like they want it to be fucking like that type of TV joint. They don't want it to be regular about ball. Right. And that's the thing I hate the most because it's like it's really about ball, dog. Like it's not about nothing else. They're trying to make it seem like it's like, oh yeah, it's they're fighting, they're girls, they're cat fighting. It's like, bro, don't make it like that, Mm-hmm. So anyway,
it is slightly reminiscent of when Bird Magic came into the league in the 80s, just because I know that there was a lot of people calling like Bird the Great White Hope back then, which was not great. And they made it into a racial thing back then. So it's kind of similar in that context.
That's probably the best comparison.
Yeah. But the thing is Magic and Bird saved the league.
But that's what it is.
It's possible that Caitlin Clark and maybe it's Reese or someone else.
Angel Reese is filling that villain role. And she said, I'm going to fill the villain role. She said, I just want y'all to know that it's not just her that's here. It's me too, right? Yeah. But I just think she's being
But what if they save the WNBA?
Huh?
What if they save the WNBA?
Oh, no, I think it is.
You know what I mean?
I think it is. I don't. I think Angel Reese needs to focus more on the game though,
Yeah.
because I think she's struggling a little bit, but Caitlin's struggling as well. I think that's just a normal rookie thing. But I think
I think, I haven't watched a lot of WNBA in the past, but I think that this draft class
it's the best of all time.
It might be the best of all time. Yeah.
Not might. It is.
Yeah. I mean, you got Cameron Brink out there in LA doing her thing.
Yeah.
Cardosa just came off of the injury list, so she's, starting to get into the game more now.
She is, bro.
And you got other young players that just came out like a year or two ago too, that like this league is starting to take off.
I think the quality of play for women in general is way better, right? Like it's way better. Even I haven't seen really any from like Rika Jackson for that played at Tennessee because she hoops too. But you have some people, dog. You have some people in there. You have Aaliyah Edwards from UConn. You got the other guard from UConn. I forgot her name. The point guard. Of course, you got Angel Reese. I haven't seen any of the those the Aussie and the European players. I haven't even heard of them. So when they were drafting them, I was like, bro, where did these girls come from? So I was curious to see what that has. And I need to check out that girl, Pilla, whatever her name is from Utah. She's like Diesel.
Yeah, she's big, but she shoots a three. So
she shoots a three. She get rebounds. So I need to check her out. So
yeah, I think she's been getting taken advantage of a little bit on the defensive side because she's not as quick as some of the other players. So I think they're getting her into foul trouble. The Pila.
Okay.
Yeah. I saw like one game she was playing and they were just attacking her, trying to get her in foul trouble, get her out of the game. So, which is smart. Like, she just needs to adjust.
Like I even bought the WNBA little league pass. I don't do that for the NBA.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet, but I don't know. If I get to a point where I get a game that I'm trying to watch and I can't get it, I might.
Bro, I enjoy betting on WNBA.
Yeah. I got the Aces right now, -8. So,
anyway, save that for BK bets, guys. I took like 30 minutes, dog.
It wasn't just you. I brought up Caitlin Clark too. Real quick, MLB. We have another baseball player got suspended or lifetime ban for betting.
Pete Rose.
He's a minor leaguer for the Padres or no Pirates.
Or was it Padres?
Yeah, one of those P teams. Padres or Pirates. P. Yeah. I didn't really know him, so I don't know if he was any good or not, but he supposedly was a promising prospect, and he's banned for life. So MLB's cracking down.
Are they?
A little bit. Yeah, I know. Shohei probably got away with it. But
I'm about to say. Shohei was out here like...
He had his scapegoat.
Smart.
He was smart with it, though.
Yeah. So, let's see. Real quick. I don't think we need to go over the standings. I mean, just the typical teams.
Baseball's been actually pretty inconsistent across the board, team-wise. Like, besides the...
I don't know. The Yankees, pretty consistent.
What I'm saying, Yankees.
The Orioles have been crushing it still.
But AL East, because I would say that, I like what the Rays are doing a little bit. They've been on a little streak. But for the most part, on the West, them boys have been riding the roller coaster, dog. I've just been looking at games, so be like the Dodgers been losing against trash teams.
I mean, I was betting on the Oakland A's last night, so
me too, bro. I was looking at it and I'm just like, I'm betting the Oakland A's, the Rockies, they suck. I'm just like, bro, what is going on? Like, Arizona Diamondbacks do not look good.
I know, but they're fun. They're a good team to bet on sometimes because that whole NL West sucks, except for the Dodgers.
Yeah, so it depends on who's pitching for them. But even them, like the Giants, are hit or miss depending on who's pitching because their bats fucking suck. So it's
and I'll tell you what, when BK bets wise, if you ain't following my early bets on DraftKings, I've missed like 4 all year.
Bro, we're 3 months in. We're about to start a Discord, bro.
Oh my god!
We're about to start a Discord and put these picks in here because
I'm cashing that one every damn night.
Because it's getting back to the nitty gritty time where we really start building our bag up. Brian right now is carrying the team right now with this just baseball. Ryan's going to do his thing on the fantasy and NFL. College football that's my thing. College football is my thing. So we're gonna get this thing cooking, dog, because we're gonna bring a lot of money in this year for sure. We already did.
Did they take away prop betting for college football here, or is that like nationwide? I can't remember.
I didn't even know you could prop bet.
You could last year.
I never did.
Yeah,
so.
I think that they might have taken it away.
Well, they passed that little law in Illinois. They're trying to put a 40% tax on sports betting, and pretty much DraftKings and FanDuel said if you do it, we're just going to pass it to the consumer. You're not going to fuck us over. You're just going to fuck the consumer over. Mm-hmm. That's all. So we're going to take away different free bets and all that. We're just going to take that away. Excuse me. We're going to take certain parlays, certain things, options. We're going to take that away, which is going to ruin the whole thing, right? So I don't know. Yeah. But to their point, I understand why the politicians did it because Illinois' last month alone bet $1.3 billion.
Yeah. So the government wants their piece.
They trying to get that money in Chicago.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I didn't really got anything significant for baseball other than that.
Baby Gretzky, they pulled it out on hockey.
So NHL, the Oilers, they pulled it out against Dallas, and then the Panthers. Like I said, they had a good chance to win, and they did. They're just so tough to beat. And I worry about the Oilers. Like I think the Oilers, they can score against most teams, but the Panthers are good defensively.
Yeah, I just think their youth might come into play a little bit.
It's going to come down to game speed. If the Oilers can get the speed going, I don't think the Panthers can keep up.
If the Panthers put some sticks on them boys,
yeah,
shit gonna look like the Flyers back in the 80s and 90s.
It's gonna be a good series. That starts Saturday.
Cool.
Is that in Florida or is that in Edmonton?
Yeah, in Florida.
It's in Florida. Yeah,
I wasn't sure. Yeah, I could see that going 6-7 games. I mean, it's gonna be great games to watch.
It's probably gonna be 4-1 the Panthers.
I don't know, man. Maybe I could see it only because they're a well-experienced team. Yeah. Oilers, this is their first time in the finals,
and they really want this. Last year they kind of got a little salty taste in their mouth. They really want this.
That's true. So, yeah, I don't really have a prediction. I just know it's going to be a good series.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited to watch it.
Yeah, that's baseball and hockey. I don't know, not much to do.
I mean, there's really not. It's a light week, so I mean,
yeah, it's basically prepping for finals and baseball, it's regular season baseball.
So
teams are showing up for OTAs for the NFL, but I mean,
the
OTAs are getting ready to start.
Yeah, but this OTAs is bullshit. I hate the OTAs.
It doesn't really start getting going until they show up in August for.
Justin Jefferson, $140 million for 4 years.
Yeah. I think if anybody deserves it, he does, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I hate the precedent that it sets because
now everybody's going to get it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like if he is the leader, then people be like, well, I want more than Jefferson. But it's like, you're not better than Jefferson.
CeeDee Lamb will get close.
But he shouldn't, though.
CeeDee should get 30, though.
Bro, maybe. But I'm saying
he should get more than A.J. Brown.
He had one breakout year. His numbers is because he had one breakout year. If he does it again, then yes, he should get his 30. But like I can't give you. This is me from my personal opinion. I can't just give you 35, close to 40 M's for 1 year.
CD's have gotten better every year.
But I'm saying he has gotten better every year, right? This is they made him a marquee player this year, right? Nobody expected, he's going to break out. Nobody expected that. So now that you know that CD is the guy, he can carry that. Let's see if he does it next year. If he does it again next year, then we're like, all right, he's a dude. Because a lot of dudes do it 1 year. Think about St. Brown.
He's been a wide receiver one last 2-3 years in fantasy, so everybody's expected it.
I mean, go ahead.
I would say when Amari Cooper was there, he still took some of the light. Last year, it was literally the CeeDee Lamb show. There was nobody else. People say Brandon Cooks. Like, come on, stop it. It was literally the CeeDee Lamb show. That's like the Justin Jefferson effect, where it's like, yeah, we know there's other people out here, but we really just need to stop you.
Yeah. I mean, if you're the Cowboys, you're stupid for not trying to get him signed before Justin Jefferson because you just missed out. You just lost money, basically.
But I thought
maybe they did try.
No, they're negotiating right now. CeeDee Lamb's going into his 5th year.
Oh,
but he doesn't have to show. Same thing with Justin Jefferson. I think he might be a year behind, but Justin Jefferson was still under contract.
Yeah, so but I think the writing on the wall was for Justin Jefferson. They like, hey, bro, we need to get it because I think Jamar Chase is going to get a bag as well.
Yeah, that's another.
So it's like it's one of the things like, do we wait and then Jamar Chase get something stupid, then it messes it up, or do we just go ahead and set the precedent right now?
I mean, he's at what 35 mil is his average. The next guy is going to be 35.5 or 36.
Who's at 35 mil?
Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson. Yeah, his 35, which is because the next closest was 32 mil was AJ Brown. And then then Waddle also signed a contract. He got 28.25 mil a year.
Damn.
Yeah.
For 3 years.
So he's got the numbers.
No. I'm about to say his only thing is he's had an injury at the end of the year. But other than that, if he was on the field, he cooks.
Yeah. You know who would be pissed? If you are Devonta Smith's agent, I would fire his agent. Because they signed he only got 25 mil. I think Devonta Smith is better than Jalen Waddle.
I don't know about that.
I mean, stats wise.
How many years has Devontae Smith been in the league? Did he sign
him and Jalen
early?
Waddle was the same class.
Oh, they were?
Yeah.
Oh.
But what I'm saying is
3 years Devonta Smith's been in.
But what I'm saying is to the point where Devontae Smith and Jalen Waddle is like Jalen Waddle is more dynamic than Devontae Smith is. Right? And in the offense, like they have in Philadelphia ain't forking out that crazy bread, so you kind of got to get what you can get.
I mean, they are,
but they're not. If you know what I mean, like they're not going to give him 100 M's because then at that point they have nothing. Because their hands super tied. And I don't think Devontae Smith is kind of like that type of player where he's like, hey, I'm going for the max. He's like, bro, give me something that y'all feel worthy, right? Give me something close and we good. But I think at this point
he lost out on $3 million a year.
Yeah, but he's a modest dude,
he's
bro.
at 25.
He's a country boy. He's a modest dude, bro. You see this house? He's about 600,000, bro. He tells me he's chilling. You don't really care. To that point, though, when you talk about money, I saw Christian McCaffrey sign an extension.
He did. What did it break out to, Brian?
Isn't it 19 a year?
Yeah, it's 19 a year, but really it's 15.5 for like the next 4 years.
His AAV is going to be 15.5 for the next 4 years. And they tacked on 2 or 3 void years at the end. Yeah. So basically, his cap hit is very low. It's only like $6 million this year. Next year, I think it goes up to like $9 million. Like they kept his cap hit down, but he's just gonna get his bonus later.
But they did it for what you call though. They did it to make room for Brandon Ayuk. That's what they're trying to get.
And they're gonna have to pay Purdy sometime soon, or they're gonna have to draft another quarterback. So.
Fuck.
See, they're not. That's the thing. They can afford all these contracts right now because they're not paying a quarterback.
But they got Purdy got at least he got at least 2 more years. Because this is Purdy's second year.
Yeah, but if you're Brock Purdy, when do you get to the point where you try to hold out? You've taken this team deep into the playoffs 2 years in a row. No,
next year, if he has a good year this year, he'll get his.
He'll get his money next year. York will make sure he gets his bread.
Yeah.
And what's it called? John, what's his name?
Lynch
will make sure he gets his bread after year 3, right? They've been known like 49ers have not been known to hold back. They'll give you the bread.
But what I was trying to say is they're going to give it to him early. He's not going to go his full 4 years before getting a contract.
No. But I'm saying like after this year 3, when he's going to year 4, he'll get his pay. He'll get his payday. But even then, his player performance check is fucking ridiculous. His player performance check is, I can't even imagine what that shit look like. So,
dude, I can't look at these contracts anymore. There's no way to fucking understand them because of these void years.
Yeah.
I just look at the total guarantee. That's all I care about because all the other shit don't even matter.
What do you guys think of the potential Jordan Love getting a contract?
I mean, how many?
They're talking about they're trying to get a contract extension from. You also got to remember he sat behind Favre for so long that Rodgers.
It's about Favre,
but he sat behind him for so long that he's almost
2 years, right?
Yeah, and they didn't do his fifth year option. I don't think.
So this is his year 4.
This is year 4 for him.
I think he signed a contract. It says he's on a 1-year deal, $13.5 million this year.
Yeah, that's
that doesn't make sense.
Is that a 5th-year option or no?
Yeah, I don't know. We gotta look that up. That makes sense. Why would he sign for $13 million? That is not even the going. That's not even the going rate.
Just put the fucking ball in play.
It says Packers GM sets deadline for Jordan Love contract negotiation. Colin Coward said he should pay him a big contract for 1 year. Hell no. Oh, so it says Jordan Love contract extension is coming this summer, and the Green Bay Packers want it done sooner rather than later. He has a year left on his current deal. It's the best interest to get an extension this summer.
It's actually better for the team to do it now. Because if he duplicates what he did last year, then he's going to command a lot more money. They could
Jared Goff increased Love's asking price by signing an extension with Detroit Lions 53 annually. Any hopes of signing Love to a deal worth $50 million or less went up in smoke when Goff news broke. What? Hell no.
No.
They tripping. I closed that out as soon as I saw that. There's no way.
Goff is a proven commodity at this point. You know what you're getting. Love is still a wild card. He had one good year. We don't know what it's going to be.
Bro, they better learn from Daniel Jones.
Well, no, he did way better than Daniel Jones. But
no. But what I'm saying is Daniel Jones had a breakout year from what he was doing historically, right? He had a breakout year, and they gave him a contract extension, gave him 40 M's, and now he got the broke net, and he like, I might not play again.
Yeah.
No, he's playing.
He is. We'll see if he does anything this year.
He was not. He won't.
Okay.
Shit, you guys could have had Drake May. You just should have made the trade.
He's probably going to be good. You know that, right? Because you hate him so much. Drake May.
That's why I'm hating on him.
He just comes from a winning pedigree, so it's kind of hard to bet against him when his whole life has been
Here's the problem. He comes from North Carolina. That's it. That's the problem.
But the thing that's different, though, is his lineage of his family members. They're all athletic. They all are winners.
Name a quarterback coming out of that state ever.
Phillip Rivers?
No, that was NC State?
Yes.
He didn't win shit, though. So there.
Deshaun Watson?
Well, that's South Carolina. Clemson.
Oh, I'm tripping.
Yeah, but that's okay.
I'm tripping.
Yeah. Them boys down south, they get the rub downs.
ECU, Wake Forest quarterback. Who has a Wake Forest quarterback?
Nobody.
Wake Forest, North Carolina. They're just terrible. NC State. That's all I can think of.
Duke.
Nobody. Duke quarterbacks is not. I don't really know.
So Phillip Rivers is the closest thing. So if I get Phillip Rivers out of him, I might be okay. But we're never going to win anything. So Phillip Rivers couldn't win.
Yeah, man.
I have a high threshold. I'm sorry.
TJ Yates. That's not saying it. Sam Howell.
I mean, probably not anything there either, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He's still young.
Is Mark May is his father too, right?
Sure.
Bro, you tripping, bro.
What?
Drake May is gonna be something, bro.
He hopes so. That's
Don't
all
matter.
I got, man.
I'm just a football fan.
Bro, I'm looking. His dad was a baller. His dad was a baller at UNC. How can you bet against that, Brian? His dad was a baller. His dad was a baller. His brother's was one of the all-time great players at UNC. Is a fucking national championship or national champion, and he's a winner.
Who's a winner?
Drake May.
What's he won?
He won games. That's how, like so. If you to say you have to,
Did he
this is
win
my
the
question.
ACC?
Before we let people go, this is my question. If you are a winner, I was having this debate. If you're a winner, does that mean you have to win a national championship or a conference championship to be considered a winner?
I feel like you need to be the type of quarterback that comes up big in big moments.
And
Let's put it that way.
he has, though. It's been close games. They like, hey, bro, this needs to be a drive. And it was like a Tom Brady moment where it's like, all right, let me put the team on my back real quick. Down the field.
Against two.
Huh?
Against two.
Let me see. I know they did against Virginia when they weren't even supposed to lose that game. They were getting their ass kicked.
In 2022, he ended his season with 4 straight losses. In 2023, he ended his season with 2 straight losses.
What does that mean?
Sounds like he's losing towards the end of the year when the games matter.
What the game? This is not the NFL.
See,
This is college.
See, you wanted to bring up Tom Brady. Even in college, Tom Brady was known to be cold-blooded. He beat Ohio State when Michigan had no business beating them. He came up in big moments for that team while splitting reps with Drew Henson.
The San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl, Oregon, 2022 loss.
But you just say that as if it's like, all right.
What big games is he winning?
But I'm saying when you say that, you make it seem like they played nobody. Like, it's just Oregon. They weren't no good. They were fucking trash. It's just Oregon.
So what you're saying is he's the type of quarterback that will win you the games you're supposed to win, but he'll never put you over the top against good competition.
Okay, it's the same thing I say with. Go ahead.
The only top 25 team he beat last year was Miami.
Okay.
They lost
That's
to Georgia
decent.
Tech. They lost to Georgia Tech. They lost to UVA. Lost to Clemson. Lost to who's this? North Carolina. Yeah.
NC State?
Yeah.
Yeah.
NC State.
I'm not gonna say anything because it's gonna be it's an excuse.
And then the 2022 season lost to Clemson, who was 9th. Oregon, they lost. They were 15th. But then he beat a bunch of scrubs. That's a concern, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a concern. Can he overcome it? Sure. We'll see.
He's winning games he should win.
I'm saying, but you're looking at the record at the end of the season. When you look at the team, the record when they play the team, that matters too, though, right? If it's a top ranked game when they play the team, and at the end of the year, the team falls off, injury, shit like that, then it's like, it doesn't matter no more.
I mean, I guess I don't take any of the team, like their schedule. They didn't really play anybody. Like, look at their schedule last year. Who did they really play?
Clemson was probably their hardest competition, or Miami.
South Carolina, who's this? Appalachian State, Minnesota, Pittsburgh, Syracuse, Miami, University of Virginia, Georgia Tech. What's Cam? Campbell fighting camels? Nice.
That's a fluff game.
Duke, Clemson, and then NC State. Who are the good teams there?
Those last three and Miami.
Duke, Clemson, NC State, and
Did he
Miami?
show up those games or did he lay a dud?
Which games?
Any of the games that you consider top games, did he show up or did he lay a dud? That's what I'm asking.
Okay, so the Clemson game where they lost, he threw for 209 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. They lost. NC State, he lost that game, 254 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. The Duke game where they won in 2 overtimes, 47-45, he threw for 342 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. I'm not reading his Russian stats, but he didn't have any Russian really that game. He ran for 100 against NC State, though. So he must have had a 56-yard run.
He has some mobility. I mean, he can run.
The Georgia Tech game, they lost 310 yards, 2 touchdowns. So he showed up a little bit for that game.
Okay. It's the picks, man. Those picks. A little concerning. We'll see. He's a young kid. He's got time to develop.
Well,
that Miami game, he was good. He's just going to play Miami.
Then you might as well stick a fork in Caleb Williams in.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying if we're just saying that like the teams they don't show up, they don't win the big games versus teams, then you might as well stick a fork in Caleb Williams.
Yeah, I mean Caleb Williams threw for a lot of yards and a lot of touchdowns last year.
Okay.
And every time he got his team the lead, his defense gave it up. I'll give him that.
So
I agree with Kenny. Those are pretty big concerns. I mean, he had a hell of a game against Washington. That game they lost, but Oregon he was terrible. UCLA he was bad. I don't know. I can kind of get on board with that, but I'm also not a huge Caleb Williams fan.
I'm a Caleb Williams fan because I think when we underestimate a guy and say, "Oh, he's not really going to be that good," that's when they fucking show up. Like I've seen him in high school, fucking was a dog. I think he gets all this pub now about because he painted his nails, he had all the dress in the GQ joints, and now people are like, oh my god, I'm like, bro, because a dude painted his nails and put on a fashion dress, then it's like, oh, that means he's that. I said it wasn't even a dress, it's like a kilt.
Why does anybody care
it
about
seem like
that?
it was a whatever. I ain't getting into that.
Why does anybody care about that?
It doesn't. I don't understand that, bro. He was on a GQ cover. It was I think it was Gucci or Louis Vuitton. Like that was the fashion. He just put on what they gave him. They just really put on. All right, cool. He had a little button up. Cool. People like, oh yeah, but he painted his nails. Okay.
I mean, he's set up to succeed. He's got great weapons. It's just whether or not the coaching staff, if he plays poorly in the beginning half of the year, and then all of a sudden they turn it on towards the end of the year. It's that coaching staff because that's exactly what they did with Justin Fields the last 2 years. They played like shit in the beginning, and then they turned it off.
Isn't it?
Is it?
I think
It's
so.
Uber.
I thought it was a new staff.
Well, it's the same head coach.
Oh, is it?
It's Matt Eberflus, right?
Eberflus? He was there last year? Man, I don't even remember.
Yeah, I just think that people just don't give him any benefit of the doubt as if he wasn't a number one player coming out, as if he didn't show up big time when he was at Oklahoma, if he didn't put up numbers at USC. Like the dude knows how to play, right? The dude know how to play. Those I'm going to put an asterisk by by your quarterback, Brian, but those guys like Jaden Daniels and him, Bo Nix, Penix, they got a lot of film on them, dog. It's a lot of film. You know what they're good at. They got a lot of yards. Like all them dudes got over 5,000 yards. like them guys they proven. So if you as a coaching staff are not able to make it happen for them, then y'all need to get fired because it's enough film on him to know what's he good at and what he's not good at.
Their offensive coordinator got fired.
Oh, that's what
Luke
it is.
Getsy. But they have a Shane.
You said they got
Shane
what?
Wall.
Oh, the ace is covered, bro. 95-81.
Oh, I know.
And I got the Linux versus
I get the
Sparks.
Lynx. I just need their money line.
I got the money line too.
Cash.
They up 27-12. Anyway, that's a little BK bets, little sneak. I haven't been doing anything. I just need to bet WNBA because you know my problem is in baseball. I'm about to be the three parlay team bandit. That's what I'm gonna be from now on. I be having too many legs, bro. I be having too many
trying
legs.
to get the odds up too high. You gotta take the small wins.
That's it. And I should
Nothing
just
wrong
put
with doubling up, man. Nothing wrong with that at all.
That's true.
I put $50 on that and I win 100. Okay. Not bad.
Yeah, bro. I be 20.
Yeah. You're trying to win $1,000 on $20. Like, it's you need a lot to happen.
The thing is this: you live by the gun, you die by the gun.
That's true because you have hit the biggest parlay out of all of us. I'll give you that. You know,
I'm still positive for the year. So.
That's what matters.
That's
You're having fun and you're positive.
That's it. So, anyway, guys, I know it was a little dry the episode. We didn't have too much to go over. We appreciate you guys tapping in, like, subscribe. I'm really serious about that Discord. We're gonna set it up so we can make y'all some money. Maybe me and Brian have a BK bets, little BK bet shorts. Unless Ryan wants to jump in. Ryan probably is not gonna jump in until his fantasy football year.
Yeah,
right.
He'll do a DFS one.
Good luck. Yeah, you know what? You guys do it. Let me know how. I don't know. No one's ever set up a podcast without me, so. You guys can do whatever you want. You guys figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Log into the account.
I've set up a podcast without you.
Well, not without me and Kenny, me and Brian.
Listen,
I recorded a podcast episode before. Not with BK, not with two Joes and two Bros and a pro.
Oh wow, you're cheating on us. It's whatever.
No. Remember when I had the joint when I was talking about all season when I had Andre on and a couple other players.
Oh yeah, thanks for the invite.
Anyway,
I
think it'd be cool though. I think it'd be cool. Me and Brian could do a little 15 minutes snippet, or we could just put it at the end of BK bets, and then that'll be our separate episode. For people that don't want to watch the whole thing, we'll just do BK bets.
We gotta do bets earlier in the day though.
Huh?
We have to do the bets earlier in the day.
We could just do what we can
do. Or do them the
just,
day before. You have to do your bets.
Yeah, we're doing the day before.
Lines change, but okay. Yeah, that's fine.
We can say that. We could just things that we like, hot, stuff like that. Hey guys, well, I know we're having dialogue and trying to figure that out. If you guys think we should do that, let us know. Put something in the comments. Send us a message. Say, hey guys, I think that'd be good. We want to win some money. Put it out there, and we'll make that happen. So, and then if you can, please tap Ryan and say, Ryan, we love you. We want you to join it too because he's a little salty right now. Anyway,
it's the off season for him. Okay,
it's off season for him. But yeah, we appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys next week. Be safe out there. Win some money. Peace.
Later, guys.